Yeah, hey, woodpsyche here again. Hope all is well out there in the world. Got a new cottonwood project here on the table. It's different kind of cottonwood. It's really skinny and narrow, so I decided to go with it anyway because I thought it would be kind of more challenging. And the fact is, some of the wood's kind of sketchy on here too. It's kind of punky or something, falling apart, real brittle. But yeah, I decided to go with it anyway. And at first, it turned out like I was gonna give up on it, and then I decided, you know what? Let's just plunge a little deeper there, see what we could salvage out of the wood. And sure enough, I got some pretty good wood out of it. Because normally, you can't really tell what this stuff's gonna turn out until you get into it. Yeah, so normally I start off with a Dremel, but in this case, it kicks up so much freaking dust that I just start off with a Morakniv and from Sweden, just to get the bulk of the material off down, so I can get to it with a Stylo Plus afterwards. Yeah, I almost had to throw this one in the fireplace because I thought I was gonna not be able to work with it, but I finally got around to it. I was able to recover from some sketchy wood on here. So I just go deeper as I explained earlier. And yeah, it's worked out pretty well. And the main thing about this piece, it's not your typical wood spirit. I tried to exaggerate some features, especially the nose area, because make it a little bit larger than usual, more like caricature style. And I think it works well with this type of shape of wood, or bark, I should say. And being the fact that it's a narrower piece of wood, that I was going to focus on the nose more, which follows the same shape of the bark as well. Yeah, with this piece, I'm not really going by any particular photograph or anything like that. It's more like another extemporaneous type of carving where you just like let the wood shape dictate the outcome of the face, more or less, and follow the form of it, see where it goes. And yeah, I like this one quite a bit. It turned out pretty well as far as I'm concerned. No real issues besides the fragile wood on the lower area near the mouth. Yeah, I just put some finishing touches on the brow there. Not finishing touches, but just some facial lines and wrinkles or creases on the forehead, brow area, just to give it some more texture and some definition. So then I'm jumping down to the mouth area there, which is going to be kind of sketchy, but I was able to pull it off pretty well. And being the fact that this is a character piece, I'm not concerned about anatomical correctness on this one. So I could play around with a lot of stuff and not worry about, if the eyes are too close together or whatever. But overall, don't ever get frustrated or give up on a project if you think it's going south. Always stick it out, because you might find it might turn out better than you think. So, otherwise, a little perseverance goes a long way in this regard. Yeah, I've been using the Stylo Plus here for a bit now, hashing in some details. Usually, this is when the fun begins, when you start to see the face come to life, more or less. I tend to use diamond burrs quite often in cottonwood barks because of its less aggressive nature, where it won't dig in as deep as opposed to like a regular cutting carbide burr, where they just plunge straight through the bark sometimes. It seems like it's really a powerful burr for that stuff, so I just tend to knock it down to the diamond burrs. Choice of burrs when I'm working on the face, especially the detail stage here. And right now I switched over to a forney burr, which is considered a cutting burr, carbide style, but it's really smooth too. It doesn't leave rough marks behind. And the reason why I'm using this now is because I needed to knock down some areas of the face where I thought was sticking out too far, more or less, and wanted to shape the wood more rapidly in this case, which is another recommended burr if you can get your hands on that. I highly recommend it because it leaves behind almost no trace of any carving at all from a burr standpoint. And they're kind of hard to find. This one I found at Ace Hardware, but when I went back to it, it seems like they discontinued carrying it, so you might have to go on a website to find it, the Forney site, or perhaps, I'm not sure, maybe eBay carries them. But Forney's basically like a welding supply company that carries these burrs, and I've used them quite often and found that they do work quite well in woodworking. And their intended use, I guess, was metal, but I just found they worked well with the wood as well, so I just wanted to point that out. I mount all my cottonwood pieces on a flat piece of wood, like a board or something like that, with screws on the back, and then throw it in this little vise thing you see here. It's like an old tabletop vise, and you can articulate different angles so you get the proper view for looking at your piece and accessing different areas. Anyone interested, I got at least 6 to 10 boxes of cottonwood bark available off my website if you guys want to check that out. It's on woodpsyche.com, and just go to the last page there. You'll see it on the menu for bark purchases. And I got 2 options for small or medium box flat rate and large box flat rate. USPS style shipping, and I'll stuff as much as I can in each box. And like I said, I think I got around between 6 or 10 boxes worth of that stuff, so it's a limited supply offer. And $50 for the large one, $45 for medium. So like it's probably best to go with the large one, I would say. You probably get a little more for your money. So that being said, it goes through PayPal, So if you have a PayPal account, it should be no brainer. Or use your credit card, you can use that too, or vice versa. Prices within the US have the shipping included with the price you see there on the website. So all other cases outside of the US have to pay a little more. So contact me via email and I'll figure something out if you desire anything from outside the US. Yeah, as far as this face is concerned, I think it's pretty much close to being done. I just want to put some finishing touches on it. Yeah, we'll do a follow-up with this session on Sunday, wrapping up details and things like that with a scribe tool mostly, and basically it's going to be adding some nuances to the face just to give it extra presentation as opposed to what it is now. But at this stage it does look pretty good, but there's always room for improvements. So yeah, it looks like we're gonna wrap this one up here for this session. After going 6 times the normal speed, finally got her done. And doing some final touches around the beard and mouth area, predominantly. Just touching it with some wire wool. It's always a good thing to do. But anyway, hope all is well out there, and we'll see you guys on Sunday. So, take care. Okay, bye.